All right. Welcome, sixth graders, to Walnut Middle School's library. We also call it the Media Center. So this is kind of in the center of the building, and this is most likely the door that you will be coming into the Media Center, but you might be coming in on the other side. Our goal today is to help introduce you to the Media Center so that you know where to go and what to get. We want you to have the books that you want, and we want you to have the skills in order to get those. So as you come over here, you may or may not have had much furniture in your library in elementary school. We have some furniture. It's pretty nice furniture, but it's only a couple years old. And we don't get furniture very often. So it's important that we take care of our furniture. So to let you know how you might sit on our furniture here at Walnut, I'm going to demonstrate it for you. So as you see on the couch here, right, there's 3 distinct cushions right there. So this couch is for 3 people. Over here, you'll notice that this couch right here has 2 distinct cushions. So this couch would be for 2 people. In order to sit on the couch, you're going to sit with your bum, right, with feet on the floor, not over on the side, not anywhere else. You are going to be sitting in here, and most likely you're going to be reading a book. So make sure that you treat these couches really nice. That way, when you guys are 8th graders and you're leaving, they can be in just as good a shape as you found them here today. So make sure that you take care of these couches. Treat them nice. We've got them in here for you to sit on. Unfortunately, every once in a while we have a couple students. I mean, none of you guys, right? But every once in a while there might be a 6th grader or 7th grader who might not know what to do. And we have some other chairs over there. Not that they're uncomfortable, but we really want to take care of our couches. We have a couple tables in here. You can see we got some tables. Remember, the tables are not couches. They're not for sitting on. Those are for setting your stuff on. So like your laptops or your bags or something like that. I'm going to start you guys off with what I think is the best section of the library. Now, even if we don't know exactly where we are, because I've been spinning this cart around here, remember we try to label everything for you. So here you see graphic novels. So what we have here in these tall shelves, right here at the very beginning, right over by the checkout desk, right there's the wonderful Miss Winkler at the checkout desk, are graphic novels. Now we've got 3 sections of graphic novels here, and then we move into nonfiction. So remember, graphic novels are those books that are done up kind of like a comic, but comics are very short. Graphic novels are much longer. They're full-on stories. We have some series like The Amulet, but we also have some individual books. Some of these individual books get a little bit tricky. I pull this off. Here's Eye of the World, great epic fantasy by Robert Jordan. So I might look at this and be like, no, this isn't quite what I thought it was going to be. I'm going to put this back on the shelf. Well, the problem with that is sometimes I don't know exactly where it goes. And if I put it back in the wrong spot, we won't know where it is because they're all organized. They all have their own place to be on the shelf. So please, 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 do not just stick this somewhere on the shelf. If you need to, right, you don't know where it goes, you can just put it off to the side here. We know that one's not in its place because it's laying down here, and we can go back and shelve those at another time. So please, this is really easy to do, right? It's not finding the spot. Just set it down where it belongs, and you'll be fine. Again, trying to make things a little bit easier for you. After graphic novels, you'll see up at the top here, you'll see some numbers. Again, these are the tall stacks. Can any one of you guess why we call these the tall stacks? Well, it's kind of tricky because we call these the tall stacks because they're tall. That's what we call them, the tall stacks. So if we tell you to go to the tall shelves and the tall stacks, this is what we're talking about. These are all organized by number. We've got a couple of cheat sheets up here for you so that you know kind of what numbers are in here. But you'll notice that like all of the Believe It or Not books, right? These are all done up together, right? They're all together in the same spot. Each number is a category, so you'll find all the books about space are in the same spot. All the books about dogs are in the same spot, and that spot is a number. They just give you a number. So it's really important for your nonfiction books. If you're getting a nonfiction book, you need to have the number that goes with it. As I pull up this book, a big book of questions and answers, right? You'll notice that right here on the book, if it will focus, see if I can get my face in here. Maybe it'll focus on my face. You can see this little square right here. This square is where we put the call number. Is it even? Can you even see that? Oh! It's focusing. Right. So you can see 031.02. That's its number. If you don't know that number, you're not going to be able to find the book on the shelf. So, nonfiction, you need a number. Now, that's a little bit different from, let's say, our fiction books, right? Our fiction books are not organized by number. Our fiction books are organized alphabetically. So we start with the A's. The A's are down that way just a little bit. Here you can see the B's. But these are not alphabetized by title, right? It's by the author's last name. So as we pick up one of these books right here, and if we can get to focus on it, you can see this one does not have a number up at the top. Is it gonna go? This one does not have a number up at the top. This one has a letter, and it is the letter F. So I can't get it to focus. It's being really silly. The letter F, because that stands for fiction. There you go, kind of, maybe. It's still hard to focus on that background. I need a better camera. There's no background to focus on camera. There we go. Oh, so close. See how it says FBE? Every single one of these books in the short stacks are going to be fiction books, right? So they start with that letter F. So don't go to the F's when you're trying to find your book. Go for where that last name is, right? This is by Sherry Bennett. So that's why it's over here in the B's. Wait. Did you guys see where I pulled that off of? I mean, there's a hole right there, but there's kind of a hole down there too. I don't remember where I got this from. Does anybody remember what to do with their book if they don't remember? Oh, I remember because there's one right over here, right? If I don't remember where it goes, I can just set it down on the desk. The other thing, you'll notice that the books are pulled out here to the edge of the shelf. That makes it a lot easier to see them. So please don't think you're helping us by pushing these books back into the shelf, because then we've just got to bring them back out. So don't push the books back into the shelf. They're fine just like they are. So there's a lot of fiction books. We've got so these are our chapter books, our stories. You'll see that we've also got some computers that are sitting out here. Right, these are little lookup stations, so you can check to see if your book is in or if we have it. Over on the far side back there, we've got some easy readers. You can come see us if you need one of those books. Over here at the end of the fiction section, we have biographies. Now I know a lot of you are into biographies, so just know that this is the biography section. And if we can get the camera to look at it. Oh yeah, so close. Yep. See, it has a B on there instead of the F, because it's not a fiction book. It's a biography book. Oh snap! Where does the book go? I don't know where the book goes. Oh look, there's an empty spot right here. I can just set it there. Don't even have to worry about it. Please do not put these back in the wrong spot. That makes it so much harder for us. And then when you are looking for that book or somebody else is looking for that book, they cannot find it. All right, we are now going over here. You can see my office down there. My office is pretty messy. But we want to go over here to Miss Holmes' office. Now, this is very important because this is the magical lady who fixes your computer. And you think I'm joking when I say magical, but like seriously, she can do things with computers that are amazing. Hello, Miss Holmes. I'm here with Miss Kimbrough's 6th grade class.
Well, hi there, everyone.
What do they need to know about to take care of their computers?
Well, follow those steps in Maintenance Monday. I know you've been doing that, so that's a good thing. Follow those steps. Keep your laptop clean and safe. Keep it charged, obviously, and make sure you bring it to school every day. That's very important. Keep food and drinks away from it too when you're using it. Those are probably the top things.
All right.
And if something goes wrong with it, obviously come in and see me.
That's right. It's better to do it sooner than later. We don't want the problem to get any worse. Thank you so much, Miss Holmes. All right, so don't forget that is over here with Miss Holmes. This is kind of new this year. Not new for you because you guys are 6th graders, but new for us. We have a nice little chessboard in here. And while you're here checking out your books, you might be like, hey, maybe I can go play a game of chess. Well, we do want you to play some chess, but just not when you're checking out books. So you can just leave this alone for right now, but if you have a friend you want to come in before after school and come in and use the board to play, I think that would be a fabulous idea. Or if you want to set up a time with me, I would be more than happy to play you as well. Of course, if you beat me, I'll be very disappointed, and I'll be raging and upset. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, these are our new books. We just barely got these books in for this year. They're not even on the shelf yet. We're getting them ready to go on the shelf. But just a couple books that you might be interested in. One is this book, nonfiction book, Why They Wear That. And this is kind of a book talking about fashion. Why did they wear certain things that they wore? What was it about it that made the people want to wear that? You see, like, that's kind of crazy. Imagine wearing that around my neck makes you want to choke or something like that. But they talk about all of the fashions and how they worked with history. Look at that lady's dress. That looks uncomfortable. But it kind of makes you think too about our own fashions, right? Maybe in 30 or 40 years, people are going to look back at us and be like, "Whoa, what are they wearing? Everybody's wearing ties and shirts, and what's up with that?" I don't know. Maybe by that time, everybody will be wearing jumpsuits. But if you haven't worn one of those, they're really comfortable. You should wear it. A couple other ones that are coming in hot. We've got a bunch of graphic novels that are going on the shelf. This one is pretty good. It's called Awkward by Svetlana Chimakova. It's a hard name for me to say. But a nice little graphic novel about this girl trying to get the hang of going to school and trying to do the things that she wants to do without having to worry about what people expect for her to do. When she first gets to school, she's really mean to this one kid, but she doesn't want to be. She's just worried about what other people will think about her, and she regrets that decision. And then she ends up being in the same club as this kid, and it's hard for her to talk to because she always feels bad about what she did to him. And so some of it's about boys, some of it's about other things. Just what happens when your friends are mean to you, or other things like that. But having some kind of awkward situations. Really, really good graphic novel. Another really good one is Feathers. Another good graphic novel, Feathers by George Corona and Jen Hickman. But it's illustrated really, really good. And it's a story about this kid that has these feathers, so he's not normal. The sun blinds his eyes. And the person who found him in the alleyway always tells him to hide. Don't be around other people. Don't interact with other people. but he can't help himself. He's too curious. But the couple times they do see him, they think he's a ghost or a specter or something like that, until he meets the princess. And when he meets the princess, who gets into a little bit of trouble and saves her, she's in the castle. She doesn't know what life is like outside of the castle. So when she meets him, she's not like, oh, you're different. She's like, ooh, look, here is what the people are like outside of the castle. And so he's never had somebody interact with him like that before. A great story there, feathers. We've got Bleach 1 through 48. So if you like your mangas, we have Yakitate Japan, which is a really cool story about this guy making bread. And when I say that, that sounds not that interesting, but like really, it's really, really good. You guys have got to go to lunch, so I'm going to let you do that. But we are going to, when you come back, we'll have a little spot on here about checking out from the checkout desk. So good luck.
Maybe I should go to lunch so I can get back.
Well, can you give us just a little spiel about lunch, because they can go back and rewind it after they leave. All right. So Miss Winkler, this is the amazing Miss Winkler. She's the one who basically is responsible for the entire modern look of the library and the amazing books that are in here. She's the one who takes care of them, a lot like Miss Holmes does the computers. You'll find that she is the most nicest, most sweetest, most wonderful, beautiful lady until you start messing with her books.
Right. And
then she'll come get you. She'll come get you, and you do not want that to happen. So she's going to tell you how you can check out successfully.
okay. As 6th graders, you probably don't know anything about how to stamp the back of the book. We call this the date due stamp. When you check out a book today, you get this book for 2 weeks. And with these stampers, you have to place this flat piece of the stamper on your thumb and hold it facing you. You find on these stamps the next line out. Put a little bit of ink on the stamp and then stamp it here. When you check out a book today, you will get the book for 2 weeks. September 15th is the date that this book now will be due back to the library. Now, a lot of you are really, really good readers. You will probably want a different book at that point. So you will probably be bringing the book in and then getting a different one. This is what you do. You throw the book into...
Throw it very, very softly and carefully.
Yes, yeah, not throw. You will nicely, gently hand the book back to us and get a different book. However, if you want to recheck the book out, you can do that as well. Every day I change these. This is not your job to change these. It's my job. So please do not change these. Sometimes all 3 of them have a different date.
If you mess with her stamper, naughty, naughty, naughty.
Yes. Also, as you check a book out, if I'm not out of these, you may have 1 bookmark. These are a gift to you from us, so please just take 1.
Because we love you and
Yes,
that you're reading books.
Yes, we love you. So then you come, once you stamp your book, you come this way. And then...
I think it's in the... Did we leave it down in the...
Yes.
I accidentally put it away. No.
Notice that each book has a barcode. And notice that on your check or ID, you have a barcode. So if you line up your barcode with the book's barcode, it's very, very easy for me to scan that and the book, and it goes very, very quickly.
Almost like magic.
It is magic, amazingly so. So anyway, that's the process of how to check out a book.
And then you can go sit and you can read. Oh, hello there, Miss Kimbrough.
I wanted to read a book, Mr. Marten.
Oh, that's awesome. Show us how you might read that on our couches.
Okay.
Oh, where's she reading? Oh, Oh, that looks good. That looks good. That makes me want to be reading. But notice, right, she's sitting on the couch, her bum in the cushion, her feet on the floor, just doing awesomely. You are really good at this, Miss Kimbrough.
Thank you.
Did you take a class on this in college about how to say and read books?
No, I was taught by Mr. Marten.
Whoa! Whoa!
Can we
Whoa!
give
Right?
an example of what not to
Oh,
do?
okay. Here's Miss Winkler. She's going to tell you how to not do our couches.
This is what we don't want to see.
Oh my goodness, her feet are on the couch and she's laughing. Oh no, this is terrible. Oh my goodness, Miss Winkler. Now you have never seen anybody doing that, have you?
Yes, I have.
Oh, that's terrible. They're
No, we don't want
disrespecting
that.
our couches. Naughty, naughty, naughty.
So we don't want to see that. Okay.
Now you'll notice there's some students over there, but guess what? You can't really hear them because they're doing what you're supposed to be doing in the library. They're talking nice and quietly, which is what you should be doing. I cannot wait to see you down here. I can't wait for you to get a book. It's going to be an awesome year. Good luck.